All right, so for Unit 14, we are going to start with what we call the F values. We're going to be looking at the analysis of variance. Now, at the beginning, I'm giving you guys a few tables. We call this the F value tables. We can see on the screen, there's one, and then there's another one. I'm actually going to give you guys a total of five tables. Now, the one table you're going to need, let me come back to the top of the first one. Now here, there's one thing I want you guys to see. Here's my alpha, okay? Now, the one table that I'm going to need, if I wanted this table, I will tell you guys we're gonna do the F table, so the F values, and at the bottom of my F, like as a little subscript, I'm gonna give you the alpha. So if I wanted this table, I will say F of 0.005. Okay. So again, the little subscript of the F is going to tell you guys which table we need. As you guys can see on the top, we have some degrees of freedom. That's going to be of the first variable. And then you guys see a chart right here on the left. That's going to be of our second variable. So those are degrees of freedom of the denominator or second value. So actually, let me take a look at our tables here. Okay, let me show you guys an example there. So let's take a look at question number one on our notes. So I'm asking you guys here to use, as you guys can see, alpha. The alpha we're going to use is 0.05. Now, when we're looking at the tables, that's actually going to be our fourth table. Like I say, you guys have to identify our alpha here. So it's 0.05. My first variable or my numerator is going to be 5. The denominator is going to be 3. I'm going to start with something very simple. I'm going to start with a number that it is actually on the table. So again, I'm going to use the alpha 0.05. My first variable is 5. My second variable is 3, or the way we read this, the numerator is going to be 5, the denominator is going to be 3, and my answer rounded to 2 decimal places as needed. All right, so let's take a look. Let me clear this out. Let me scroll up to the alpha that we need. As you guys can see, I have the alpha of 0.05. Remember how my first variable was 5? So I'm looking here at the top, I see my 5 here. My second variable was 3. So let me see here on the left. I see my second variable is 3. And if I connect them, it gives me my answer to be 9.01. It said to round it to 2 decimal places if needed. It is already in 2 decimal places, so I'm going to leave it at that. 9.01. Pretty simple. Now let me take a look at the second one. So this is 9.01. Now, let me take a look at the second one. Now, my alpha here, if you guys see, my alpha is going to be 0.01. So on the top of my tables, I'm going to find that. And to be honest, that's going to be the second table that we have. So 0.01. My first variable, my numerator is 19, and my denominator is going to be 15. So 19 and over 15. So let me go up here to where we need it. 0.01. There we go. You guys see it? So on the top, on my numbers up here, I have to find a 19. I see a 15. I see a 20. I don't see a 19. So I have to choose the one that is close to 19. In this case, I'm going to choose 20. Remember how my first variable was 19, but again, I don't have it. So I have to go as close as possible. So I'm going to go to 20. My second variable was 15, and that one I do have. You guys see there's my 15. Now, if I connect these, I'm going to get my answer to be 3.37. Okay. It is already in two decimal places, so that's all I have to do. I know this homework will be pretty simple. The first homework is pretty simple. I just want you guys to get familiarized with the F values. So I want you guys to know the F tables. I want you guys to know which of the tables you guys need to use. Remember at the beginning of where there's an F, let me scroll down over here. The little subscript of F, that's the one that tells you which table to use. And again, I just want you guys to get familiarized with the tables. So this assignment is going to be that simple.